little bit later. But on the defensive side of the ball, one of the interesting things we saw, and you wrote about this, was when Javon Hargrave was out briefly last week with a, we don't know the nature of the injury, but we'll say upper body, using an NHL term. But who goes in there first wasn't necessarily Dan McCullers. McCullers been here around for a while, but we saw McCullers get passed up last year by Javon Hargrave in short order. And then this year, McCullers passed up again in short order, this time by L.T. Walton.
And last time at this year, you know, when we were interviewing Dan McCullers and when we were interviewing some of, you know, John Mitchell, it was kind of, and even Cam Hayward said it, like this was Dan, and last year was Dan's like time, you know,
Make or break,
like Steve McClendon was gone and Dan was stepping in. It was obviously he was going to compete with a rookie, but it was like the onus was on him to kind of, you know, make a move, which is what John Mitchell, DL coach, said to Steelers.com this week, that you're in your fourth year in the league. If you're not making a move now, then you're making a move somewhere else, was his quote. And, you know, he said Dan has to grow up. And it's just surprising they're using L.T. Walton, who's a D-end, who was like kind of, you know, he filled in for Tuitt, filled in for Hayward, and they're shifting him inside because the reason they may be doing that is because of Tyson Alualu. But, you know,
we'll get that name down.
Yeah, we'll get a name down. But because he's in the mix now and he can play either side D-end, so they might utilize LT in, you know, in nose packages, say Hargrave were to go down.
Yeah, and with the Steelers, you know, and last year announcing pretty much that the 3-4 defense is, you know, an ancient relic. You know, the nose tackle position has been kind of almost single-handedly eliminated. This with the Steelers going in the sub package so more. So even a guy like Javon Hargrave, when he is out there, you know, it's not, you know, every down like say Hayward or Tuitt.
Right. What I liked about how they used him in nickel because Hargrave can rush the passer too. That's what he brings. You know, although he's small in stature, you know, although he's you know, he looks like a nose tackle, he can affect the pass rush.
Yes.
McCullers whatsoever cannot. So that's the reason he's off the field. Now McCullers lost some weight. He looks a little slimmer. Told me he was drinking water instead of Gatorade. But he's still big, you know, and he's still and it's going to see, and he doesn't really have that mean streak. So
that's always been the knock against McCullers, was the lack of a mean streak.
I think it's training camp. You know, there are a lot of people that it's very important. You know, it's going to be very important for. Maybe Dan McCullers is up there in terms of,
he's in the final year of his contract, so I mean this will be interesting to see how this plays out.
He maybe might not even make the roster.
No,
I mean, because Johnny Maxey's in the mix.
He played very well last year. Tomlin
likes Johnny Maxey. You know, LT Walton, Alualu, Tuitt, Hayward, Hargrave. Hey, McCullers might not be making it on the 53 man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.